My city used to a come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is upset. My peers get upstage. The fans are upset. My city is upcoming. His people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it. 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 They don't love it.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up.
It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Washington Commanders. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway, Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. You look at this Niner defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Powell. He completes this to Walker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And Walker once more. Down to the 42, second down. This defense for the Niners, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Powell throwing on third down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To the right side, this is Walker. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Running left is Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Niners' 9-yard line.
Running right, here's Walker. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Commanders 7, 49ers nothing.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A gear for Walker running right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd.
They'll go play action. Howell. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. 1st down, here's Mitchell. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And this really is a good defense because what they've done is focus on stopping the running game and being physical against it.
And the numbers, they really bear that out. They're currently 5th in the National Football League in rushing defense. Third down, here's McCaffrey.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Niners are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Jake Moody now for the point after.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there just before halftime. 75 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
Walker, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Sly on for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. In motion is Gray. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. McCaffrey following the penalty. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here we go with McCaffrey. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Emmanuel Forbes up from the secondary to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Commanders' 23-yard line.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Howell going to go for it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Hand off here to Walker. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Howell. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll go down at the 28.
49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Walker once more. And he's in. Touchdown Commanders. Ken Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. J.C. Jackson normally in coverage, this time coming up and making a stop behind the line of scrimmage. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
24-yard gain on the play. And a 49er first down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Taking it right down Broadway. Loose inside the 30. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
The score, Commanders 21, 49ers 14.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Antonio Gibson on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock. And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Running left is Walker. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Trying to take this home, they'll run. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
2nd and 5. Now they go play action with Howell.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
Oh, and what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short game.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.